It's the Nick and Stu Variety Hour.
I'm Nick.
I'm Stu.
Hello, Stu.
Hi, guys. Solid start to this week's podcast. Now, Nick, you are constantly reading tens of thousands of videos, watching videos, magazines.
I read videos quite regularly, yes.
There you go.
Read all over them. Absolutely.
Now, I'm going to give you 20 seconds now to wrap up everything you just told me in the life of the world. Go.
World Cup started. John Olomu can't dance. Wallabies won. Then Wallabies lost. Bad reffing and bad playing. Darren Lockyer managed to kick a field goal to win the game for the Broncos with half a face. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but literally half his face went missing. Stam Sosa, US Open, fantastic victory. Absolutely destroyed that man she was
20
playing.
seconds. And
Well, that's it. I've got rid of everything I need to talk about for this podcast.
moving on with something more interesting, but well done to Sam. Great achievements here. Podcast number 8. She won the US
Great
Open.
achievements there. We both got trophies. Ours was a little bigger though, so that's positive. Another great achievement was Stu managed to narrowly escape being arrested just before.
Could have been awkward. May not have made it here today. Thanks, Nick.
I think we all know the reason. Well, I do. You guys don't. You will in a second. Stu went and got some food in his onesie. Well, my onesie.
Yes, Nick, you were right. The 15 people of Facebook have voted.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I was so worried about burning it. I was racking my brain, to be honest. But it was so much better, Stu.
Well, I've got all these matches and petrol now. I don't know what to do with it. I was like, for sure I was going to win this one.
No, in fact, it was only you and Fraser Armstrong. Fraser, we all know who you are. A bad person.
I don't know who you are, but I support you. You're on my side.
It was interesting. Got some weird looks. I thought it was funny the way the people at Macca's kind of were like, oh, maybe he's joking around or maybe he's like clinically insane.
I didn't think it was funny that parents would get between me and their children because they thought that I was some sort of weirdo.
That is kind of a safety thing, though. And you're not allowed at Roma Street Station now for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So,
Freaky train guys.
so
Hello. You like pillows?
if you want to see the video, it's up on the page. Definitely worth a look at. We've also got a whole heap of really good stuff. So, also got a whole heap of other really good stuff in this podcast. Got a chat next. Kind of a little bit of an awkward thing that happened to me at a dinner party. I just thought I'd clear it with you, Stu, because I'm not sure
Nick's
how normal it is.
Dinner for schmucks.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much like that.
Once again, if you don't want to listen to Nick's life, we have something way more interesting. We have New Zealand songstress / mega hottie. We'll be having a chat to her straight after, so stick around for that.
If you want to find out what Kimbra feels like being naked in front of 20 people for a movie, hang around.
Nick and Stu. Now, Nick, get off the iPhone. Bet you're on Facebook.
No,
Yep.
I'm not.
Yep, you are. Get off it.
I might be, but it's because I have an issue, Stu.
You've got more than just this one issue.
Nonetheless, went out for dinner the other night, and it was a mutual dinner, table of 10 people. Everyone was having a good time, throwing some banter. There was one or two people there didn't know, always happens.
That's good. Couple of new faces.
Well, exactly. One guy in particular, having fun. He and I exchanged a couple of jokes, whatever. Next day, check my Facebook. One new friend request. It's this guy. Wow.
You guys really must have bonded.
Yeah, mate, best friends. I thought he must have really liked my one-liners. Then, go on, have a look at his profile. 4,500 friends.
He's a face hoarder. Just has hundreds and thousands
I'd just
of
leave
friends.
it at whore. Don't even need to add the da.
See, I tell you what, if you should have 500 people, an absolute maximum on Facebook, give or take 10%.
If not, lose friends.
That's it. I cull friends all the time. If I wouldn't go and have a conversation / dinner with that person, or that amount of people won't fit on my phone, that's it.
So your Facebook is 500 sexual partners. That's what you're telling me.
There's heaps of blokes on there.
500 sexual partners. I hit the streets. I wanted to know what everyone else thought, because I thought, I've got 420. I thought that was pretty normal. This is what you guys thought. How many friends is too many on Facebook?
I think maybe more than 100 is a bit much.
I don't like Facebook. It should be destroyed.
When you got over 1,000, you're absolutely lying.
I think once you're getting over the 1,000 mark, it's a bit ridiculous.
I think over 20, close-knit circle of friends.
Oh, I reckon 1,000, go the ton.
How many friends is too many?
You can never have too many friends on Facebook.
Yeah, over 1,000 or 2,000, things like that.
150.
Something unrealistic like 1,000.
Any more that you can store on your phone.
Could you give me an answer as well,
I'm not on Facebook.
That's all I need. There you have it. Pretty conclusive. I didn't get the unwritten rule book on Facebook. Apparently 1,000.
1,000, there you have it. The people have spoken.
So if you've got more than 1,000 and you're listening...
You're a toss.
You should still listen to our show, but you're a toss, basically. Voted. Some people have gone as far as saying 1,000 is an unrealistically reachable thing.
I think if you put 1,000 people in a room, it would surprise you how many people 1,000 is.
It started have to be a big room. Yeah. It would be like a school auditorium.
That's it.
There's 1,000 in those.
Well, there you go. If you think you could have a conversation and remember everything about 1,000 people, then you're joking.
Old mate that said 20 couldn't. I'm just going to leave it at that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hang around if you want to hear Kimbra's favourite Thai dish, and also find out why Stu had a man's fingers down his throat.
The Nick and Stu Variety Hour.
Well, Nick, we've had a bit of practice at this now. We've got our second big interview ever.
Yes, we do. Kimbra, lovely girl, New Zealander. Can't fault her for that, though. She tries.
She makes good music, that's all I ask. Now, we started off the interview by asking her what it's like to be recognised as an acclaimed songwriter.
You've won a number of songwriting awards, international songwriting competition, and you just won the Vanda and Young Songwriting Awards. What's it like to get recognised in that way?
Well, it's really encouraging because you work really hard on these songs. Cameo Lover especially was one of the hardest to put together for the album. So to be acknowledged at that level by, I guess, some really exciting music critics in the industry is just really flattering and encouraging to show that your hard work pays off,
So how about you tell us a little bit about your major influences?
Whew, there are so many. They range from sort of soul and R&B people like Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Prince, also Rufus Wainwright and Bjork. I also, I've listened to a lot of Nine Inch Nails and the Mars Volta and love kind of progressive experimental rock as well. Who else? Cornelius is a Japanese producer that I really love as well.
So are you going to bring any experimental rock into any new tunes? Mash it
well,
up a
I
bit?
think people will pick up on a bit of that in the live band because a lot of the guys that I play with come from that kind of background. So we like to, change things up in the live setting and give a more kind of, I guess, aggressive performance of the songs live.
How does it feel to be recognised as an outstanding live performer?
I think it's really important, There's, I guess, a lot of pop artists out there, but what separates you, I guess, is perhaps your performance, what you can bring in the live setting, and that's, I guess, the most spontaneous element of being a musician is what you can bring in that moment for people, the impulsive kind of raw energy of a live show. And so, I'm really pumped that people appreciate that part of what we do because it's definitely my favorite part of being a performer or a musician is live shows.
Speaking of live shows, you rocked Splendour.
Thank you.
That's all right. How does it stack up against the other venues that you've performed at?
Well, Splendor was a really big crowd, probably one of the bigger ones we've played to. I think it's different in the festival setting because you obviously play more of a party set, whereas the tour will be probably showcasing some more of our intimate songs on the album. But I enjoy both, there's a real energy to outdoor live shows that I love.
So is that what you prefer, touring, or do you like the creative process?
I think I probably prefer touring just because it's a little more spontaneous. You can kind of throw new elements out there, and as much as the studio is fun, it can get a little insular sometimes. There's only a few people around at one point, whereas in the live show you've got, hundreds of thousands of people always there to enjoy the music, which is a great feeling.
Are you naked on the album cover?
Yeah, I was naked on the album cover. I guess I've done a bit of body art work now. I find it really exciting, kind of using your body as a canvas, and it doesn't really feel like nudity because you are covered in such beautiful artwork. And it was fantastic doing the shoot with Gautier. It was definitely frustrating at times. We both had to stand still for so long and, be kind of naked in front of each other, which was interesting. But everyone kind of, gets on with it and gets over the awkwardness and just wants to get the job done. So, you get used to it after a while.
How about we do the quick questions? You're at Thai for dinner. What are you having?
I'm at where for dinner?
Thai. You're at a Thai restaurant. What are you ordering?
Pad Thai, hands down. My favorite.
You are a girl after my own heart.
It's my favorite.
All right, chewing gum, spit or swallow?
Oh, definitely spit. I would never swallow it.
Oh, it does stay in your stomach for a long time.
Yeah, terrible.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't have that. So what's in your fridge at the moment? You're at your mum and dad's or?
No, I'm back home in Melbourne. What's in my fridge at the moment? Some soy milk, some bread. Not much, to be honest. I've really got to reload it. I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance.
Go for a bit of a shop.
Yes.
Crowded house, Australian or New Zealand?
New Zealand. Come on.
Okay, fine. Russell Crowe, Australian or Kiwi?
I reckon he's New Zealand, actually.
Oh, you're just claiming everyone. You've spent, say, 20% of your life in Australia now.
Yeah.
At what point can we start to claim you as our own?
Oh, man. I don't know. I guess that's, up to you guys, right?
Come on, we've stolen the Finn
People have
brothers.
started doing it, so, I'm just flattered, It's really nice that they think of me as, Australian-born. It's cute.
Well, let's start Jim Whaley's music career. Only time will tell.
Crazy lesbians full of...
Martin Malloy reporting there on an interesting look at the music charts. Speaking of weight loss and speed camera traps, YouTube has risen in the ranks of most visited websites in the world. While voting for popularity ranks in a thumbs up, thumbs down motion, one gentleman is so deprived of a social life, he spends his day giving life the thumbs down. Gus Finster reporting.
Chocolate ring.
Thumbs down.
Nick Redfern lives and breathes YouTube.
Wow. What a girl. Oh, wait. Thumbs down.
He spends 20 hours a day in his bedroom, surfing YouTube for new videos that he can give.
Thumbs down.
Nick, what started this fascination with YouTube?
One night, I was waiting for my porn to download when I was sent a link for the keyboard cat. This one.
Oh, yes. That's fun. That's very funny.
Yeah, but the music's shitting me.
Ooh.
I noticed that I didn't receive a negative rating, so I did the thumbs down. It gave me a bit of a rush, like playing God. I'm like the leveling force in the universe. Just like Yoda needs Emperor Palpatine.
Okay.
YouTube needs me. It's a balance. Oh, speaking of which, thumbs down. Every time a new video was uploaded on YouTube, I was there waiting to be in first person to give it the thumbs down. Just like that.
Righto.
Wait out a sec. A new video from that Bernard Kiki f***wit came in. He can't mind for shit.
As you were.
What's worse, it's a dance track with bugger all lyrics. It's getting a thumbs down.
From there, Nick's career was soon to also go.
Thumbs down.
Nick's obsessive compulsive thumbing down quickly spiraled out of control, and the inevitable tragedy struck one sunny afternoon. Under the strain of so much repetitive clicking, Nick's index finger shattered in 8 places. After minutes of grueling surgery and hours of rehabilitative therapy, Nick's finger is stronger than ever. But the horrific injury has left Nick with a new lease on life.
Yeah, no more thumbs down for me, mate. Me and me Russian webcam life partner Nadia are just living as two normal people.
Hello, lover.
I found love.
Before we can continue, can you give me your CCV? Ooh.
Yeah, she's got an obsession with numbers on me credit card. But, what turns people on?
Well, for Nick Dugfern, it looks like it's all thumbs up from here.
Thanks, Gus. What a truly useless story. Up next, youths annoying the elderly.
Nick and Stu, mate, went to the dentist today.
Looking shiny.
Thank you.
Looking good.
Thank you. Always a pleasant experience. But I tell you what, they are arm deep in your mouth.
I hope they're not. You got some serious shit going on if they're arm deep in your mouth.
And they ask you questions and expect you to answer them. And I answer them. I'm like, "Ugh," and he's like, oh, okay, yep. I reckon he's not even listening. I think he just asks to be nice. You're just doing that to keep me entertained because otherwise I'll focus on the pain that you're inflicting on me.
Now, Stu, it is a well-known fact.
This is going to be a lie.
Very well-known fact.
It's definitely a lie.
That dentists actually study the art of finger and mouth speech.
No, they don't. That is 100% lie.
Do. I spent some time in dental school.
This is like the time you told me road workers bury dead bodies during night works.
That they do.
No, they don't.
Anyway, dentists spend time learning how to respond so that they can.
Once again, Nick, massive lie, and I will prove it.
Well-known fact.
I will prove it. I'll call up Alison. She's a final year dentist student. She will put this to rest.
Hello.
Alison, Stu.
How you going?
Not too bad. Hey, I've got Nick here with me.
Hey, how you going?
Nick reckons that at dental school you guys study hand-in-mouth deciphering when people talk to you, and I think that's a bit of a lie. Now, we've got a bit of a challenge for you. We're going to say a couple of sentences, a couple of words, and I want you to decipher it for us.
I'll do my best. Just comes with practice.
It's a good answer, actually. Good stuff.
All right, Nick's going to lead the way. All right, off you go, Nick.
Okay. Stu's going to be the guy with the hands in his mouth. So he will read them.
Okay.
And then I will tell you what they mean, but you've got to have a go at guessing first.
All right, number one.
Okay.
That hurt.
What did you
Does
think
that
that
hurt?
one was?
Yes.
Yes! Alison, proving my point straight off the bat.
That was an easier one. That was a way too easy one.
All right. Question number 2.
I'm fine, thanks.
I'm fine, thanks.
See, you do study it. And you're not even a fully fledged dentist yet. I'm sure you can do a pretty good job.
Exactly. I need some more training.
Well, here we go. We'll call you up once we can do this for you.
All right.
Okay. Now, number 3. They get a little trickier here.
Yes, yes, I am. Thanks for asking.
Yesterday I ate some ice cream.
No, yes, they are real. Thank you for asking.
All right, a little bit harder. Here we go.
This is getting tricky now. Let's do it.
I know they said valid till 2012, but we're not in Bratislava anymore.
What did you think?
All I got was 2012.
No. How didn't you know that, Alison? It was the age-old catchphrase. I know they say valid till 2012, but we're not in Bratislava now. Easy. I hear that every time I go to the dentist. All right.
Fair enough.
Let's see if you can get this last one. Redeem it for me here, Alison. It's so far we're sitting 2-2, I reckon.
All right, this is the decider.
Okay, all right.
As all I so sad.
Come on.
I'm too cool. I don't know.
I'm going to give you half a point there to make it 2.5. I think that's each ways. It was, just for the record, as all dads fall sad.
That was an easy one.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
First thing you learn when you type.
Hard.
Well, there you have it, Nick. I'm once again right, and you were lying.
No, I wasn't. She specifically said they get better at it with practice, and I think she said that the final months of her course are actually really intensive with hand-to-mouth talk.
That didn't happen, and I think if you had a friend that was a dentist, that was a proper, 50-year-old dentist, he would still tell you that you're wrong and you're lying.
You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things.
The Nick and Stu Variety Hour.
Nick, once again, you're on Facebook. I bet you're signing up to one of those stupid Facebook groups.
I am doing some research.
No, you're not.
Hey, it's pertinent. We're about to talk about it. It's proved 2 talk breaks already today, so it's clearly on a winner.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Just notice our group. We're doing well. 271 lovely friends, might I add.
Very
attractive people.
We're not sprinting here. We're on the long run for success.
I think 271 is fine. That said, been doing my research. Simply Orange Juice has 72,798 friends. Orange Juice is beating us, and that doesn't even talk or do anything other than be consumed.
But it's been around for a good 1,000 years.
I don't think the brand Simply Orange Juice has. But furthermore, I hate the way things taste after orange juice is even beating us with a measly 65,430 friends.
That's not right.
I don't even disagree with the way things taste after orange juice. I think things taste lovely after orange juice. They get a scent of orange.
Well, I just think it goes to show people on Facebook these days just like and join anything.
I was going to say idiots, but I like your way better because I'm on Facebook. So.
Well, I reckon we both start up our own Facebook group and see who can get the most Facebook likes.
Well, I think that's perfectly plausible.
I'm going to win.
You haven't won at anything yet.
Won the dentist argument.
Righto. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Agree to disagree. What's your Facebook going to group be, Stu? What's the group?
No, I want to hear yours first.
No, you can't have that.
No, go.
Mine is going to be, you can't swim between the flags if you're cool.
All right. I don't know if that's going to pay off for you.
I was on the spot.
Mine is going to be, I love McDonald's after a big night out.
I was lying. Mine is actually going to be...
You can't change it.
I was lying.
Eddie, we are locked in.
No, mine is going to be, it's not a real beard unless it's a pirate's beard.
Well, Nick, personally, I would have stuck with your first one. Looked like it was kicking some goals, but I let it slide. You've cheated again. You're not going to win. I think mine's still going to dominate.
I was just sucker punching you. Mine is clearly going to win. I'm even going to draw a beautiful picture to illustrate my point. Anyway, let's leave it. 2 weeks. Winner gets a mystery trip to Hawaii.
All right, I'm up for it. Let's do it.
No, I'm kidding. That's way too much money.
Say ah! Say ah! Now spit!
Okay, end of the show, Stu. We made it. Didn't think we would. Got through. I think we all learnt something.
The finale. We learnt.
Hopefully it's not the
that all
finale.
good
There will be
things-
another podcast. Sorry, just want to interrupt there. There will be another one.
Oh, I was just going to say we learnt that today all good things must come to an end.
Until we're doing another one, aren't we?
Yeah.
This isn't how you're breaking up with me, is it? You started the show with me giving a 20-second wrap-up of what's happened in the past fortnight. I'm going to give you 20 seconds now to tell me what you think's going to happen in the next fortnight. You ready? Set, go.
Darren Lockyer is going to win the next game with the other side of his face. The Wallabies are going to win the World Cup and New Zealand's going to choke against France. I don't know if they actually have to play France, but they are going to lose against France. Entourage has decided that they're going to bring out a movie tomorrow. That's my biggest prediction. And Sex and the City is going to get banned from Australia, so we never have to watch it ever again. Boom. Had a second to go as well.
I know, that doesn't make you good. It just makes you useless. And
Didn't really know where I was going.
Point out a couple of things. Australia won't play France.
No,
before
New
the rest of
Zealand.
the games. Yeah, New Zealand.
Should have listened better to me, mate. Instead of counting.
Let's leave it on that. Looking forward to talking to you all again soon.
Cheerio.
I just want to end on one thing. If I only had one wish, it would be to spend more time with you, the listeners.
So good.
That was a Nick and Stu Variety Hour, brought to you by Nick and Stu. For more podcasts, go to nickandstu.com.